There is a patented alternative storage system now used in some 20 countries. It is called the Grain Pro Cocoon, formerly also called Volcanic Cube. The Grain Pro Cocoon is a hermetically sealed, flexible plastic structure that can protect stacks of bagged grain from losses by insects and molds, even without insecticide during storage. It can be easily set up outdoors or indoors and can be used continuously for short or long-term storage under all weather conditions. Stored products of the Agricultural Research Organization. Further developmental work in the Philippines was done in collaboration with the Bureau of Post-Harvest Research and Extension and with IRRI on applications for paddy, rice, and corn. This work has been carried out in close cooperation with Grain Pro Incorporated, sole manufacturer and distributor of high-quality plastic-based products. The hermetic storage principle works this way. The hermetically sealed, flexible plastic surface of the cocoon surrounding the stack provides an airtight environment inside the cocoon. Most grains kept in storage are already infested with some insect pests. These insects and the stored grain itself consume oxygen and produce carbon dioxide in the process of respiration. This process gradually changes the composition of the air inside the cocoon to a point at which insects die or are unable to continue their development. The sacks are brought to the chosen site in sufficient numbers to fill the cocoon. The site should be on level, preferably on high ground to prevent the cocoon standing in flood water during rainy season. Of sharp objects first. A layer of rice hull sand or gravel with a depth of at least 5 centimeters should be added as cushion to the cocoon and grain shade, plus 8 clips and 2 rolls of net stripes. In addition, accessories such as 3 zipper keys, 1 silicone lubricant spray, measuring tape, and repair kit consisting of spare plastic material and glue are also provided. Place the carrying bag beside the prepared site. The top and bottom sections are clearly marked. The top section is distinguished by its logo and protective flap covering the zipper. When the carrying bag is first opened, the top and bottom selections of the cocoon are delivered zipped together. The top section should then be separated from the bottom section. Put the top section aside for later use. The quality and moisture level of the grain should be examined before storage. The moisture content safe for rice and corn storage is 14% and below. Unfold bottom section beside the prepared site. This is easily done with 8 people pulling tight the bottom section from each corner and side. Be sure to smooth out any folds and creases. Lift the bottom section to the prepared site. While holding up one side of the bottom section, lay the bags following the edge joining the floor and wall sections of the liner. While laying the bags, stretch the bottom section from time to time to smooth out any fold or crease. Do not allow the bags to protrude beyond the edge. Fill up the first layer, making sure that the plastic is stretched and smooth at all times. Place the empty carrying bag on top of the first layer to assure its recovery when the cocoon is emptied. The cocoon must... Towards the end of loading, use the provided tape to measure the height of the stack. The height of the top layer bags should be equal to the length of the measuring tape. On the top layer, create a slope by filling the layer with bags but skipping the outside rows. After loading is completed, the top section is pulled over the surface of the stack. In its correct position, the top and bottom markings of the two sections should be one above the other. On the opposite side of the cocoon, the production dates on the two sections should also be opposite each other. To seal the cocoon, the top and bottom sections must be joined together using the special tongue and groove zipper. The arrows should also be opposite each other. If not, pull the top liner to its correct position. Use the zipper keys supplied in the carrying bag. The key on the left closes the zipper in a clockwise direction. The key on the right closes the zipper counterclockwise. Each zipper key has two wheels. The small wheel is inserted inside the liner and grips the zipper track of the lower section. The large wheel remains outside and faces the zipper track of the upper section. Each key has a level attached to the large wheel. Closing with this lever brings the two wheels together, thereby pressing the two tracks of the zipper together. Now, seal the cocoon. The starting point for zipping is where the plastic separating flap and the inverted pocket are. They can be found near the top and bottom marks, respectively. First, take one key and use it to anchor the zipper next to the flap. Then, using the second key, place the small wheel inside facing downwards and the large wheel outside facing upwards. Movement of the lever brings the wheels together and locks the zipper tracks in place. Now, take the second key and repeat the procedure. Then, by pulling the plastic loop on the second key horizontally, begin to zip together the upper and lower sections of the cocoon. About once a month, the lubricant spray may be used to ease the zipper key along the tracks. This is to avoid the misalignment of the two zipper halves. Zipping the right and left sides can be done simultaneously. Continue around the cocoon until the other separating flap is reached. Remove the keys. The last segment of zipper track is closed by hand. Place 4 fingers in the inverted pocket and then press the zipper in place between the thumb and the fingers. The zipper tracks are now joined all around the cocoon. The zipper keys are placed in the cocoon pocket. The protective flap of the top section is pulled down to cover the zipper track and slack material at the base of the walls. The slack material is then pulled tight by inserting the tension straps through their buckles and tightening them around the cocoon. This is done to eliminate unnecessary folds. A cocoon built correctly with folds pulled up from ground level is resistant to rodent attack. For outdoor storage, the grain shade must be installed to prevent condensation. Install poles around the four corners of the cocoon. Clamp net clips on the corners of the grain shade and insert the rope through the loop of the clip. Install the grain shade at least 1/2 meter above Grain Pro Cocoon and stretch tight with the ropes. During storage, the following maintenance procedure is recommended, preferably on a weekly basis. Examination along the entire length of the zipper to verify that it is completely sealed. Pay special attention to the zipper tracks at the corners. Examination at ground level to ensure that there is no fold at the bottom and to check for possible rodent activity. Examination of the liner fabric for possible tears or holes. Oxygen analyzer enables you to monitor the oxygen level inside the cocoon. Check proper function by putting end of tube inside the mouth and pump. The meter should show a drop in oxygen reading. Calibrate the analyzer to 21% prior to use by pumping air into the analyzer. Turn knob to 21%. Pump in clear air into the analyzer and bring back reading to 21% before actual oxygen check of the cocoon. Insert tube into the gas sampling port and pump several times until you get